Hello, I'm Jeff the Regular, just a regular guy who, well, goes to the parks regularly. In this video, we're going to do a very fast-paced umbrella-style version of a quick overview of Magic Kingdom. For anyone who has never been, this is the perfect video before your first trip, and for any other Disney fans like myself, this is also great because just maybe you might find something new. Whether it's merchandise shops, restaurants, or ride locations, we are quickly covering it all with a map in 2025 to show you it all here at the most magical place on Earth, Magic Kingdom. The parking lot. The only bad thing about a Disney park. But hey, that's alright, because they at least made it easy for you. With themed sections, they went the extra mile to help you find your car after a long day of rides and snacks. They have parking lot guide maps scattered around the different lots with section signage poles to help you remember your row. Cruella, Ursula, Scar, Hook, Zurg, and Jafar for sections 304 through 437. Rapunzel, Mulan, Peter Pan, Simba, Aladdin, and Woody for sections 100 through 237. I advise you to take the tram if you park farther than the first two sections just to save your steps, and once you hop off the tram, you arrive right in front of Security Checkpoint. Don't forget there could be 2 security checkpoints open, and strollers, wheelchairs, and ECVs will have a line of their own. Oh hey, the Ticket Center. That must mean we made it to the Ticketing and Transportation Center. These screens, if you do decide to purchase your day ticket at the TTC, does show the current prices of tickets at all 4 parks, whether it be for a ticket for 1 day park admission or for a park hopper ticket. Oh hey, okay, that's why they named it the Ticketing and Transportation Center. You can hop on the monorail or ferry boat to arrive to Magic Kingdom. Let's take the ferry boat for a smooth cruise across the Seven Seas Lagoon. On these ferry boats, you can see the castle, the Polynesian Resort, and the Grand Floridian Resort all with the wind in your face, feeling like Captain Jack Sparrow. Hey, the touch points! Okay, hold on, but first, let me show you the last form of transportation, the buses. One of the most reliable ways of getting around Disney. Here we have the directory. This will allow you to plan accordingly, depending on where you want to go as you exit Magic Kingdom after your visit. This will be to your left as you leave the park. Okay, back to those touch points. You can use your Apple Wallet, physical annual pass, resort room key, and of course those famous magic bands to enter, but don't forget to scan your finger. And please be ready when it's your turn. Don't be that family. As we make our way in, we will arrive in Town Square. Starting at the far left, we will go around and quickly cover what you can find. This has the Chamber of Commerce, a place to find all maps. As in all 4 parks, Disney Springs, the water parks, and even ESPN Worldwide of Sports. For Magic Kingdom, You can also find maps in common foreign languages like Spanish, Portuguese, and French, along with a Guests with Disabilities map to help you navigate through your day. Moving on, we have a City Hall, which is guest relations. Great place to ask for reservation favors or if you have issues with your Disney Experience app or syncing your Magic Band. Definitely the place to go. Also, the first set of restrooms with an exterior entrance to any building in Town Square is to the right of City Hall. A barbershop, you might ask? Oh yes, Disney has a barbershop in Magic Kingdom. With the need of reservations, you can find yourself with a fresh haircut for all of those family photos. Before finding ourselves looking down Main Street, let's jump over to the Town Square Theater and Tony's Restaurant. Tony's Town Square Restaurant is a great Italian-style restaurant based off of Lady and the Tramp. The Town Square Theater can be a great place to grab some AC in the hotter months while you shop through an array of collectibles or wait in line to meet Mickey. Main Street, USA. What a great view, with an old-style feel to represent Walt Disney's hometown of Marceline, Missouri, along with the castle to put the cherry on top. Let's take a look to see what Main Street has to offer. The Main Street Emporium. With this store basically taking the whole left side of Main Street, it's abundant with almost any different souvenir you could imagine. Gifts and souvenirs can be found for anyone that loves Disney. Whether you were on the hunt for a memento for a loved one back home, or you were looking to buy your first pair of ears, the Emporium has it all for you to be set for the Disney-themed day. Across the street, we have the best place to fix a sweet tooth craving, Main Street Confectionery. Anyone who loves candy or sweet treats might find themselves spending a good amount of time here. As you walk in, you smell the sweet aroma of fresh treats found sprinkled around the confectionery for guests, along with dozens of options on display that you can purchase. Oh, and this is my favorite part. Towards the back of the confectionery, you will find specialized cast members putting on a show for the guests' enjoyment throughout the day just to add some Disney authenticity. Anyone love art? Crystal Art showcases many glass-blown Disney-themed works of art along with cast members showing how the process works. Anyone interested in a diamond-encrusted Cinderella castle? It's a little out of my price range, but hey, if you can afford this magnificent art piece, then Crystal Arts on Main Street is where to find it. They also have numerous other items for purchase like jewelry and figurines. Next on the list is the Plaza Ice Cream Parlor and one of my favorites, Casey's Corner. Although the line for ice cream can be a bit intimidating, it is well worth the wait, and if you are a group of 4 or more, I recommend the kitchen sink. As far as Casey's Corner goes, this is the best place in all of Walt Disney World property to find a hot dog or what the youth calls a glizzy. I recommend the mini corn dogs or the Chipotle barbecue all beef foot-long topped with pulled pork coleslaw and barbecue sauce. Although this section of the park isn't labeled on the Disney Experience app, it is well referenced as the hub of Magic Kingdom. This area is iconic for a place to watch the nighttime fireworks show and find yourself taking classic Disney photos in front of the castle or with the partner statue of Walt and Mickey themselves. Don't worry if you aren't the best photographer either. Look for a cast member in bright green and holding a camera. They belong with PhotoPass to help create magical pictures for you and the family to enjoy. Adventureland is a place where you can find yourself exploring for treasures scattered among the land, meeting Captain Jack Sparrow, or even on a jungle cruise finding the 8th wonder of the world. If you know, you know. Sunshine Tree Terrace is a great place to go for a Dole Whip soft serve, but between me and you, this is where I go for an amazing root beer float. Skipper Canteen can be found right next door, and the size of the restaurant will easily surprise you. Try the mess hall duck and fried rice, you will not regret it. You might find yourself face to face with a spitting camel, but don't worry, that just means you're at the magic carpets of Aladdin. I prefer this attraction at night with the sights and sounds Adventureland brings, along with the fact that this ride can be pretty warm with no shade on the carpets themselves. Remember when I mentioned a Jungle Cruise? Well, here we are. The Jungle Cruise is a riverboat attraction with comical narration as you find yourself face to face with different animals found in Asia and Africa as you cruise for Niles and Niles. Aloha Isle. Now this is where I get my Dole Whip. Coconut soft serve is the best Dole Whip Disney has ever made, but if you prefer pineapple or vanilla, or even a swirl of the two, it can be found right here at Aloha Isle, right next to the Tiki Room. Is a pirate life for you? If you answered yes, it's time to set sail at one of the most iconic Disney attractions of all time, Pirates of the Caribbean. With Tortuga Tavern across the way, this small corner of Adventureland, although going through changes and renovations, can be found for all pirate lovers to get lost in the adventure. Golden Oak Outpost. This place used to be very easy to pass by without a second glance, but now Tiana sells her famous beignets here. You know what else might have those beignets? Tiana's Mardi Gras celebration. Join Tiana and friends as they go on an adventure to find musicians for her band. Just look for the crowned water tower and you are heading towards the party. Critter Co-op. Owned and operated by some of Tiana's band members, they welcome all critters to shop for apparel, home decor, trading items, and more. I absolutely loved the theme of this cozy store, especially at night, tying it all in with that lovely feel of the bayou. If you look around, you will find extraordinary details of something yummy stewing in the fireplace, Tiana's Firefly friends, creative merchandise, toys for the kiddos, and even Tiana's own brand of sauces available for guests to take home. This queue added a nice touch of Zydeco, Afro-Cuban jazz, brass band, and funk as you find yourself in line trying to stay cool in the Florida heat. You quickly find yourself unbothered as the bright colors and tastes of New Orleans make you ready for the celebration. But what I'm getting to is another small shop at the exit of this attraction. Bring home the Bayou. It's not much due to Critter Co-op as the main shop for this attraction, but it is well themed and also an alternative location to find Tiana's Bayou Adventure specific merchandise. But on the map, it is labeled Tiana's Bayou General, which is kind of interesting. Several attractions have changed since the making of this video, and one of them is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Closed all of 2025, upsetting news for the new or annual vacationer, but with this massive refurbishment it's undergoing, I think it's safe to say it'll be well worth the wait. See you in 2026 Big Thunder, and in the meantime I'll have to find somewhere else to hold my hat and glasses. Tom Sawyer Island. Rest in peace. But I had to include this very recently removed attraction just to honor its 52 years of operation. I will forever miss exploring those caves. Pecos Bill Tall Tale Inn and Cafe, Westward Ho, and Country Bear Musical Jamboree. Basically located in the heart of Frontierland, you can find a Tex-Mex style lunch or dinner at Pecos Bill, a Mickey-shaped bacon pecan caramel cinnamon roll, and an ice-cold Coca-Cola at Westward Ho, and also find yourself celebrating with the Country Bears at the all-new Country Bear Musical Jamboree, and feel free to sing along to some of your favorite Disney tunes. Frontier Trading Post. The best place to find pins in all of Magic Kingdom, if I say so myself. is located next to the split walkway in between Adventureland and Frontierland. This store is currently celebrating 25 years of Disney pin trading. They have majority of pins available at this location, so safe to say this is a must-do if you love your Disney pins. The Diamond Horseshoe and Liberty Tree Tavern. The Diamond Horseshoe, although slightly more expensive at $44 for an adult and $24 for a child, this is still an amazing dining experience for lunch or dinner with their saloon feast. Liberty Tree Tavern is very similar to Diamond Horseshoe with the same price point, but they offer what is called a Patriots platter, but between us, it's the same thing. Welcome to Liberty Square. And I guess I should say Merry Christmas to you as well. With the Yay Old Christmas shop available year-round, it makes shopping possible for anyone needing help decorating with Disney for the holidays any time of the year. If you lose count easily like me, don't worry, they have the days remaining till Christmas Day on one of the doors. Also, don't forget your Mickey-shaped ornament. There are tons of styles to choose from for these holidays this season. Across the way and just opened from a refurbishment is the Hall of Presidents. It might bore the little ones, but it is a must-do for any history nerd like myself, or if you need to take a break from the heat. Speaking of overheated, I think it's time for a refreshment. Liberty Square Market, just left of the Hall of Presidents, can be an amazing spot for an ice-cold beverage, but you can also find turkey legs, hot dogs, and pretzels here too if you are in need of a quick snack available on the go. It is a grab-and-go style which can be appreciated by anyone running late to a lightning lane or someone who doesn't want to sit around. And as you could see, I couldn't even pass it up during the process of making the overview. Although, the only negative side to this location is that they do have a sitting area behind the market, which is great, but it's these little pesky birds that myself enjoy from a distance, and usually only see them at Disney's Animal Kingdom, but it looks like they have found their way looking for a relaxing day and a quick bite themselves in Magic Kingdom, so if you're not a fan of birds, I wouldn't recommend these tables for you. This guy is a prime example of what could happen if you chose to sit here, but he handled it like a pro, and eventually they did tire out. I just wish Disney could possibly relocate them for more park enjoyment, but hey, that's just me. Moving on to another attraction that will be missed by Disney fans young and old, the Riverboat. This would take guests around Tom Sawyer Island and Frontierland for a quick, scenic, peaceful experience. And yes, for anyone who doesn't know, this riverboat was actually on a railing system. But for Disney Magic's sake, let's just say,
it's not on a railing system. There's no rails. I swear.
Oh, and do not forget this fun photo op with the family in front of Liberty Square. This brings us to Columbia Harbor House, Memento Mori, the Haunted Mansion, along with the Tangled themed restrooms. Harbor House is the perfect quick service option if you are really in the mood for seafood with New England inspired favorites as you dine in a seafaring setting. Memento Mori, one of the go-to places for a memento from the Haunted Mansion. Although I wish it was a bigger place to appreciate the mansion with more apparel and collectibles, I also find it cozy and just the right amount of space to call in the spirits wherever they dwell. Am I right, Madame Leota? I also really love this Haunted Mansion themed Roosevelt shirt, and I might just have to get one. I mean, come on, it has the Hatbox Ghost on it. Okay, let's stay on track. But yes, for any mansion maniac, they have plenty of merchandise for us mortals. For instance, check out these figurines of popular scenes inside the attraction for guests to take home. The singing bus from the graveyard with spooky lights for $125, or hey, even Madame Leota herself priced at $110 as she calls in the spirits during her seance. The Tangled theme restrooms. For how busy they are, I have to hand it to Disney. These are always spotless for guests and have really good AC in them. It's a Small World, Peter Pan's Flight, Pinocchio Village House, and Mickey's PhilharMagic. We are now in Fantasyland, and across from those Tangled restrooms, you can meet Peter Pan himself. On the map, It's a Small World is next up, and this attraction is either nightmare fuel or a relaxing boat ride as you enjoy children sing from around the globe. This section of the park can be quite busy and unfortunately bottlenecks often, but still, it's an amazing themed area. As we take a quick stroll further into Fantasyland, we find ourselves at our next attraction, Peter Pan's Flight. Follow Peter Pan as you fly over London and quickly find yourselves immersed in the beautiful world of Neverland. Just be on the lookout for Captain Hook, the Pinocchio Village House. I love this restaurant, whether it's for a quick lunch or used for a cool place to sit and cool off. This place is huge, and although busy, you can usually find a spot to sit while you wait for family members or eat as well. Don't forget to check upstairs for more available seating. There's an amazing view of the castle with outside seating, so don't forget that as an option. Mickey's PhilharMagic. In this theater-style attraction, enjoy watching Mickey and friends prepare to wow you with an orchestral presentation you won't forget. Hey look, another Photo Pass cast member. Make sure to get a cool pic as you try and pull the sword from the stone inspired from the Disney classic. Prince Charming Regal Carousel. A must-do during a first visit or with little ones. I always enjoy this attraction with my family, but it is not a must-do, but if you can, why not? Moving over to Fairy Tale Hall, but first we have a nifty gift shop, Sir Mickey's. Themed after the Disney short Mickey and the Beanstalk, the gift shop has a gigantic beanstalk growing throughout it, and make sure to look for Willie the Giant as he's trying to peek back at you as well. Princess Fairy Tale Hall. If you absolutely love The Princess and the Frog or Cinderella, then you definitely want to come meet the princesses themselves. Tiana and Cinderella are eagerly waiting your arrival, so make sure to go say hello. Bippity Boppity Boutique gives you the chance to dress like a princess and make you feel like royalty. And speaking of royalty, Cinderella's Royal Table. An exquisite restaurant for the whole family to enjoy as princesses make their appearance as you dine with them during your day at Magic Kingdom. This is the walkway that connects Fantasyland and the front of the castle that can really make or break that lightning lane we talked about. I do love looking at the view towards Main Street, and as you people watch, you can really put into perspective what Mickey and friends see during Mickey's Magical Friendship Fair at select times between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. The Friar's Nook, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, Enchanted Tales with Belle, Be Our Guest, Gaston's Tavern, and Bonjour Village Gifts. The Friar's Nook, available 9 to 11 for breakfast and 11 to 5 for dinner. Make sure to find time to try their caramel apple donuts. The Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. This ride might feel like a trip for the adults, but it's great for little ones with a very interactive queue. Also, you can find Pooh and Tigger always looking for fun with a meet and greet close by. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Although this attraction fights for the longest queue every day, the wait is worth it for anyone that loves Snow White or if they're looking for the perfect coaster for little ones' first time. Enchanted Tales with Belle. Join Belle and Lumiere as they relive the magic from Beauty and the Beast during an amazing reenactment involving you. Be Our Guest. Quite possibly my favorite dining experience at Magic Kingdom. Definitely make sure to try the gray stuff. It is delicious. Gaston's Tavern and Bonjour Village Gifts. One of the coolest Disney fountains belong to this area, right in front of Gaston's Tavern, and it's a statue of none other than Gaston himself. My family and I always come here first thing for the amazing cinnamon roll and even find ourselves back in the afternoon for a LeFou's brew. The theming is perfect and really putting you in the Disney classic as you enjoy these sweet treats. The Journey of Little Mermaid, Prince Eric's Village Market, and Ariel's Grotto. Under the Sea, Journey of the Little Mermaid is a classic, and I love who you get to see in the queue. This attraction takes you through the story of the Little Mermaid under the waves with various scenes from the animated classic. Although this section of the park feels slightly out of place and almost hidden, I do enjoy the vibe it brings, but can get quite dark at night. Prince Eric's Market is open 11 to 6, but it is a great spot for fresh grapes or a pickle. Also, don't forget to meet Ariel herself as she wants to meet you and be a part of your world. Storybook Circus. Here we have Big Top Souvenirs, Dumbo the Flying Elephant, Casey's Junior Splash and Soak, Pete's Sideshow, and the Barnstormer. I always relate this section to Dumbo, and this is not a place in the park you want to miss out on. Big Top Souvenirs. The ultimate place for sweets, merchandise, and rain coverage when at the back of the park. This well-themed circus tent creates the circus environment you were looking for as you and your group seeks a treat as you escape the Florida sun. Big Top Treats definitely has what you need. Caramel chocolate apples, cupcakes, cookies, s'mores, and more. You can also find bags or tubs of cotton candy here as well, as you search for the perfect gift in Big Top. Disney also offers these drawing stations for little ones to take a break from the heat, which I think is really cool. Dumbo the Flying Elephant. What a classic. When you think Disney, this might be one of the first rides you think of, especially from the older generation. But a must-do for nostalgia and easy fun for all. Casey Junior Splash and Soak Station. Looks can be deceiving when walking through Casey Junior's Dry because within a matter of seconds, it can turn into a great place to cool off from summer fun. Pete's Sideshow. Although tucked into the back corner of the park, it is always busy, but when you get to meet Minnie, Daisy, Goofy, and Donald, it's definitely explainable. The Barnstormer. One of my favorites as a kid, but I also love Goofy. This coaster, like Seven Dwarfs, is also a great first-time coaster for any kid finding their love for thrill rides. Make sure to say hi to Goofy for me. Mad Tea Party. Feeling out of place on the map, but here is another Disney classic next to Dumbo. Shaded from the sun and easy family fun, this is the perfect short line attraction for all ages as you can feel a little mad in your own teacup. And if you don't feel like spinning, you can sit back and relax, for that is an option too.
Alright, I know I've covered a lot, but it also was a very quick overview, so I couldn't cover quite everything, but we also do have one more land, my favorite land from my childhood. Check it out.
Tomorrowland, the most retro-looking future I have ever seen. As we make our way into Tomorrowland, I think it's only easiest to start with what comes first entering the hub. Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, the Launching Pad, the People Mover, Astro Orbiter, Anti-Gravities, and Star Traders. Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor is perfect for all ages as we help supply Monstropolis with electricity through not screams, but laughter. Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin puts you right in the action as you help the Space Rangers defeat Zurg in an epic space battle. The People Mover is one of my all-time favorites. As it takes you around Tomorrowland, I am a firm believer that this ride is an amazing attraction to enjoy and get off your feet for 10 minutes as you take a look around Tomorrowland. Astro Orbiter. Just opened from a 4-month-long refurbishment, it allows you to be the pilot of your very own Tomorrowland rocket. Anti-Gravity's Galactic Goodies. Usually a place to find a themed refreshment or milkshake from a new or upcoming release in theaters, but you can't go wrong with the Asteroid Shake either. During this overview, they had a limited time Lilo and Stitch float along with an Elias float, and all I heard was good reviews. But of course, if you don't want a shake or a float, this can also be where you can find a churro. Although fairly small where you order, they do have an amazing place to sit and rest as you escape the sun in a decently sized room of tables and chairs to eat and drink cozily. Star Traders. One of the best merchandise stores in all of Magic Kingdom when it comes to a variety, so I guess that means a lot of it is out of this world. We can find numerous styles and themes for all Disney park goers to dress the part and rep whatever makes them love Disney. Also, if you look above, you can find that people mover, well, you know, people watching. With the different styles available, you can right now find an array of different themed baseball jerseys, golf apparel, and even spirit jerseys. This Goofy movie jersey might just have to be purchased along with that one Haunted Mansion shirt. Sometimes the merchandise is just too good to skip out on. Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress, Space Mountain, the Tomorrowland Launch Depot, and Tron Light Cycle Run. The Carousel of Progress made its first appearance in 1964 at the World's Fair, introduced as Progress Land. Now it's found in Magic Kingdom as it showcases the advancements of technology throughout the 20th and 21st century. My favorite coaster in all of Magic Kingdom, Space Mountain. Find yourself in the darkest outer reaches of space as you blast off in a thrilling dark ride, the Launch Depot. A great gift shop for all lovers of space as you find any and all for Tron and Space Mountain apparel, accessories, and more. You can design your own phone cases or even your own light cycle from Tron, which adds much more of a loved experience for any space or sci-fi junkie. Tron Light Cycle Run. Although a very short ride duration, this coaster takes you on a high-speed race against the most menacing teams as you pass through 8 gates in the attempt to achieve victory for your team. Tomorrowland Speedway and Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe. Tomorrowland Speedway. As you cruise along a miniature motorway, this is the perfect attraction for the kiddos who love cars and want to experience what it's like to be behind the wheel with some Disney magic. Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe. My favorite quick service at the Magic Kingdom. Nostalgia at its finest for me, but I always loved eating a cheeseburger and sipping on an ice-cold Coca-Cola as Sunny Eclipse performed for all guests while they enjoyed the stellar entertainment he brings to the table during your dining experience. With 3 bays to order from during the busy periods, more than likely only 2 will be operating for walk-ins and for mobile orders, but it really isn't that lengthy of a process. They also have outdoor seating. Well, when you're in a pinch, the tables outside could work for you as well. Well, I think that about does it for a quick overview, and now you see what I mean by a quick overview of Magic Kingdom in Orlando, Florida. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it, and of course I did leave a few things out which you might have caught, but that's only because I have exciting news of sharing it in the future. If you were watching to help plan a Disney vacation, I hope this video helped you a little more during your planning process. Wondering how to take the monorail back to the resort or parking lot? Exit to your right and look for signs showing monorail entrances. From there, you will see Seven Seas Lagoon, the Grand Floridian, and the Polynesian before finding yourself back at the Ticketing and Transportation Center. I'm Jeff the Regular, a regular guy who goes to the parks, well, regularly. But just remember, it all started with a mouse, and I hope to see you real soon.